Now we begin with the perpendicular bisector theorem. Now what does this perpendicular bisector theorem state? That every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from the endpoints of the segment. Now first let us understand what is the meaning of perpendicular bisector. Now, perpendicular bisector is usually of a line segment. Now, if you see here, the line segment is AB. Now, which can be the perpendicular bisector here? It can be the line L. Okay, what is perpendicular bisector? Because this line divides this line AB, line segment AB, into two equal parts. Therefore, it is a bisector. At the same time, this line L is perpendicular to the line segment AB. So, if there is a line which is perpendicular to a line segment, and also it divides the line segment into two equal parts, we say it is a perpendicular bisector. Now what does this theorem state? That every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from the endpoints of the segment. That is, on this perpendicular bisector there may be any points. We have taken some points, say P. So we have to show it is equidistant from the endpoints of the segment. Which are the endpoints of this line segment AB? A and B. So if this point P has to be equidistant from A and B, then PA should be equal to PB. Okay, so now let us see what is given. Line L is the perpendicular bisector of segment. Which segment? Of this line segment AB. At which point? At the point M. What have we to prove? That PA is equal to PB. So we have to prove this part. Okay. We do a construction. What is the construction? The line segment was already given to this given line. So what can be the construction? Just to join these two. Okay, so what is it? Draw segment AP and segment BP. Now, we will consider these two triangles. In triangle PMA and triangle PMB. So see here, in triangle PMA and triangle PMB, now we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. First we take the segment AM is congruent to segment MB. So we write here segment AM is congruent to segment MB. What will be the reason? This is a perpendicular bisector. Therefore, it should be given. Perpendicular bisector to this line segment was given. So, it is given. Now, we are saying one pair of angles are congruent. That is, angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB. So, we write here angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB. How do we know? Because each of them is a right angle. So we write here each is a right angle. Each is a right angle. So each is a right angle. Then we also have to say one more pair of sides are congruent. Now if you see this segment PM, it is common to both these triangles PMA and PMB. So we can say segment PM congruent to segment PM. So we write here segment PM congruent to segment PM. How is it possible? Because it is the common side. Therefore, the two triangles will be congruent. We have got one pair of sides, one angle, one pair of sides. So by the SAS test, these two triangles are congruent. Which are the triangles? Triangle PMA and triangle PMB. So triangle PMA congruent to triangle PMB by the SAS test. After that, we are saying a pair of segments are congruent. Why are we saying? Because we had to prove that segment PA equal to segment PB. They are corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Therefore, segment PA is congruent to segment PB by the corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Therefore, length of PA equal to length of PB. Was that what we had to prove? Yes, PA equal to PB. Therefore, we can state the theorem again. Hence, every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from the end points of the segment. That is, here we have taken the point P, but if it is any other point on this bisector also, same way we can prove and say that the two triangles are congruent. Therefore, these distances are equal to each other.